I'm here with
Ken.
Can you tell me what you brought tonight, Ken?
Well, today you're looking at a 1964 Buick Riviera, custom, and it's a car. You're looking at 7 years of a lot of work. This is a frame-off custom that basically started as a mild custom that seemed to just kind of roll into a full-on custom, and mostly because the car was so rough when we bought it.
Okay.
We purchased the car out of Nebraska and thinking it would be pretty rust-free. And from the outside it looked pretty solid, but it's the things that you don't see until you start taking a car apart and really uncovering what you're dealing with. In this case, there was a lot of hidden rot on this car. There's the name of this car is Deception, which is really kind of a double entendre. It's deceiving how much work that it took to get the car to be at this level, but at the same time, all the work it takes to make it look like there wasn't a lot of work done to it. So when you open the hood, you'll see there's a lot of hidden hoses and wires, and that was really the goal and the design, the concept from the beginning was to lower it, shave the door handle, so voided of things that basically stuck out that could possibly take away from the beautiful lines on this body. And it's all started with the stance. So the car was lowered about 4 inches, still drivable, and removed the door handles, locks, mirrors even, antenna, headlights hidden behind the grille. The tail lights are Frenched in out of an '89 Cadillac, mounted horizontally. The seats are out of a new Cadillac CTS. The rest of the interior was done to match that look of the new Cadillac seats in the front.
The interior is beautiful.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Let's walk around this car. Show me what 7 years of hard work is like.
Well, first of all, the body had to come off the frame, and so all new body mounts, of course. When you do something like that, you have to go all the way with it and make sure everything's safe. This is the car that is done 100% by my father and myself out of my garage. We are not a professional shop. We are just two guys that have great passion for doing things the right way. And my dad and I make a great team.
I have a definite appreciation for the small builder.
There you
father,
go.
son,
there you go.
Daughter, father.
There you go. Absolutely. And we actually won a very special award. The first show we ever showed, it was a Chicago World of Wheels, pretty popular show in this neck of the woods. And Master Builders giving away a car, some people who had no professional help. So this is not done by a shop. This is again done by just my father and I. So I had things about doing this car that I wanted from day one, and that was the exhaust. I wanted to come through the body, through the rocker panel. Like I mentioned earlier, I wanted to set low, stance is everything. Voided a lot of, there's some trim that's voided. Still maintain the Riviera emblems on it, and just kind of went from there.
Let's take a look at the motor.
Absolutely.
What big shows have you competed at?
I've done World of Wheels in Chicago, Indianapolis, Milwaukee, Good Guys in Columbus.
Okay.
And just recently was the featured car up at a big show up in Wisconsin, and which is a major honor. So you see people with my car in their T-shirts, which is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you'll see under the hood, it's actually, I wanted to maintain the original engine in this, which is very unique. It's a Buick Nailhead. It's a 425 cubic inch motor. It had air conditioning, but I took that out because it didn't look cool. Very simple. It didn't look cool. It took up too much space. I actually wanted to create as much negative space around the engine as possible, hiding all the wires and hoses. But where a lot of this work comes in is filling all the seams and the gaps and custom sheet metal. And again, the name deception comes in for making it look so simple, but yet there's a lot of work done.
Very clean, open look.
Yes, exactly. I wanted to actually make it look like you didn't know if it ran or not.
Right. It looks fake.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Good job. You achieved it.
And really, quite contrary, my dad has taught me a car needs to start good, it needs to idle well, it needs to run cool, it needs to stop well, and without that, you really don't have anything. So that's where it all starts. So there's a lot of custom sheet metal just under this hood alone. Underneath the hood is all custom sheet metal. Anything that was, in my opinion, unsightly, custom sheet metal was done to cover all that. There's a lot of hidden lights underneath this hood, so when it gets a little darker out, I get to hit a switch, and this whole thing illuminates with some white LED lights. Same thing for the trunk and inside the car as well.
Very nice.
Thank you. I would like to add that I used to work for House of Color, which is a custom paint company.
Okay.
And
I was gonna ask if you had any credit anywhere.
So yeah, I have been painting since I've been 15 years old, and 44 now, and I'm almost good at it. Painting is one of those things that you learn something every time, and I was fortunate to have really good teachers when I was young, and what I was taught is how to get a body straight, how to make the lines of the car stand out, no waves, and to do that took 2 years of block sanding, primering again, block sanding again, primering again. So you see where this is headed.
Yeah.
You talk about the cost of paint materials. There's over $3,000 in just primer that all gets sanded off and lands on the floor. So, but it's all about looking down the body and not seeing any waves. And that also leads into the finish of the car, which is House Color Clear, to be able to paint, get bugs and dirt and all the things that you get in a paint job, especially in a garage, that you end up sanding out and getting the texture out of the car.
And this paint job was all done in your garage.
Absolutely. Yep.
That's awesome. It really is. Because a lot of these guys who compete for the big awards, have all these specialty places that do it, and things are easier for them.
Yeah, it is, and if you have that open checkbook, which I do not. I mean, I guess I could, but that's not why we do this. We do this because we can, because it's
your blood, sweat, tears. It's everything.
It is, and my dad and I are the kind of guys that when we start something, we finish it.
Oh, it's very nice. You guys did an amazing job.
I certainly appreciate that.
Thank you
really do.
so much for your time. I'm sure everybody's going to enjoy the interview. You can look at it on US Classic Muscle Cars. And if we don't catch you tonight, I definitely want to see this car at night. So we're going to be looking for you again.
Yes.
To catch it on there.
You'll see it all lit up.
And then bring your dad out next time so I can talk to him.
Will do. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Thank you. We'll do it when you see me.
Okay, so I'm back here with Ken, and he's going to tell me all about these lights on his car.
So I love the look of the 65 Buick Riviera. The 65 has what's famously known as the clamshell headlight. Hey!
That's a way to silence them.
So I'm a big fan of the 65 Riviera, famously known for the clamshell headlights. And what that meant is that the headlights were behind here and they would open up. But I like the look of the 64 actually, where those were parking lamps, turn signals. So what I try to do is create the best of both worlds. So got a grill, a billet grill that actually allowed me to mount the headlights behind the grill, and I didn't know if it'd work or not, if it would shine enough light. So we went with 2 sets of headlights. They're all HID, high intensity headlights, and They work really well, actually. They light up more than probably your average OEM car in the shoot today, so really happy with it. So when the lights are off, there's no headlights on this car, which is what I was after from the beginning.
The sleek look.
Yeah.
Very nice. Good custom work.
Very
Well,
nice.
thank you again.